I'm in North London, England. In recent years, shoplifting in the UK has spiralled out of control, with almost 500,000 incidents reported last year. With the cost of living rising, some are stealing to survive, but others are taking advantage of the situation for personal gain, stealing high-ticket items to sell online and at boot fairs. Today, I'm going to have a look at what's really going on. I'm going to take you to some of the shops around here, share with you some of my stories, things that I've seen here, try to speak to some security guards and try to get to the bottom of it, whether this is fueled by necessity or it's just for personal gain. This Holland Barrett behind me, a lot of guys came in with duffel bags and then they filled it with all different types of nuts, like the really expensive nuts. And the staff, they just let them get out. Nobody that works in these stores wants to risk getting stabbed or attacked over something that's just stolen from the brand. And I'll take you along to what used to be Tesco, where there used to be a security guard working there. So where you see that sign, Jenkins Law to Let, there was a security guard working in this Tesco's. That whole thing there was Tesco's. And he got beaten up by two guys that were shoplifting. And he went to the emergency room and then they decided to close down the branch. And obviously that wasn't the first time that they had problems with shoplifters, and it got so bad to shut down Tesco on the high street. And as you can see, no one else wants to rent this space. So shockingly, there's actually people on TikTok that post different videos of shoplifting and encourage others to do the same. And they show everything that they've stolen and how much they're going to sell it for. So one of the reasons why a lot of people shoplift in England is because if the value of the item is less than £200, it's classed as a minor offence and nothing would happen to them if they got caught. Apparently there's gangs actually fly into the UK, steal a load of stuff and then fly out. That's how bad it is. I'm in Boots and all of the sunglasses here are all tagged. Pretty much all of the electronics.
Hello.
Hi, could I ask you a couple of questions about shoplifting?
We don't know nothing about shoplifting? No, I'm joking.
How many people a day do you catch, stealing something?
Every day there is some incidents.
Every day we encounter a lot. Which personally I from Africa, I am not happy with what is happening. So in Africa, if something like this happens, you will face the consequence.
Yeah.
But here we have no power. You will see a shoplifting harassing a security man once we, are caught, when they were caught. There's a limit we can do.
And if they take something and they go out of the shop, do you call the police or do you just take it from them and tell them not to come back?
If we can, we try to stop them when they're leaving the store. But once they left, we need to ask Blue Water support, because as Boots, we are security in Boots. Yeah. Out of Boots, we are not allowed to do anything. We can just see where the thieves goes and keep in touch with Blue Water so they can help us to stop.
Anyway, I don't know, it's the law anyway. In this country, there's nothing we could do. We have no power on the shoplifter. We can only, involve the external security like Blue Water. Once they exited from the store, so nothing we could do than to give an information to also person, description of the person. You understand? Yeah. So those are the things anyway, because we encounter a lot here.
And do they steal things that they need, or do they steal things that they want to sell? I mean, is it because they can't afford that they steal, or?
For what I've seen here, it's not primary needs. Is not for necessity. I think personal needs. No, I think it's to make money in some way. Or even we have a lot of fraud, fake refunds.
Oh, I see. Okay.
People with receipt came in store, take the item here, and they go on the till with the receipt and get the money back. Or even fraud with advanced card, with the points, because at the end it's money. You can save a lot of money if you have the points on your card.
Thank you so much for your time. So this is a gas station near to Oakwood Station. It's a Tesco and it's open every day until midnight. And I've seen a couple of scuffles happen outside this gas station. One man he was stopped, he had a big coat on. The security guard stopped him and opened his coat and he's just had so much stuff. He caught him and he just gave everything back and walked off. So I think gas stations like this is quite easy for people to just get some stuff and run away. So I think that's why they're targeted. This wasn't here before, so this is not for COVID or anything. This is so that people don't go behind and steal all of this stuff. So you can see everything is like behind bars. So that's like anti-theft device. Because I've seen videos of like gangs of people coming in and getting behind the counters and just grabbing everything and putting it in bags. I don't see a security guard at the moment, but it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so maybe they just do a shift at night. They definitely had one here before. I can see something written outside. Let me see what it says. Payment is due immediately. Oh, that's for people that are just driving away without paying for their fuel. Yeah, they put this notice here. I haven't seen a notice like that before. It's saying that payment's due immediately, and if you don't pay, enforcement action will be taken. So there must have been an increase in the amount of people that fill up their tank and drive away. I'm just heading into Asda now and I'm going to see if I can ask one of the security guards what their opinion is of the shoplifting crisis. So let's see if they want to talk. Hi, do you mind if I ask you like one or two questions about shoplifting? Are there more people shoplifting than before, or?
They do, yeah.
Yeah?
More people, yeah.
And like how many do you catch a day?
I mean, it depends, you know. Some days like 2, 3, sometimes more.
And what kind of things do they steal? Is it like necessities or stuff, like expensive stuff?
Mainly expensive stuff.
Yeah, so it's not like they need it, they just...
No, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't really see someone come and nick the sandwich, you know.
Yeah.
With the more expensive items.
Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you. So the honey here is all got tags on, even though like this one is only £1.88. They all have these tags. This one's £4. And then they have this expensive one. This is £14.50 Manuka honey, and it's got this tag on it. Beef brisket. People are just shoving these down their trousers, I guess. This is 10 quid, and it's been packed. I guess it's what gets stolen the most. This is a large. Oh my god! Look at the size of this. This is £35. Large beef roasting joint. How people are just grabbing these and walking out with it? It's crazy. Even if it's just £10, the shoplifting is so much that they need to save as much as they can, so they're just putting it on lower priced items. Actually, in Morrison's, they have them behind the barriers, so you have to actually press something to get a member of staff to bring it to you. The same thing when I was here last time. None of them were like this, they just had a small security tag at the top, but now that they're all fully packed in this, I guess this is a lot harder to remove, and it's a lot more conspicuous to see that there's a tag on it if someone's trying to just run out the shop with it. This is also a huge change from before, because I've never seen that something like £10, £8 is being packed like this. It's both in this and with a security tag here. So obviously people are stealing these Gillette razors quite a lot, and then they resell it, like they might come in, steal a load, and then resell them on eBay or at a boot fair or something like that. So you can see that they're doing it for these other items that are also non-essential, like wrinkle creams and like self-tanning oil. This is just going to be resold somewhere. That's why they're stealing it. No one needs it. And this is a huge change from the last time I was in England, which was only last year. So this protein powder is also being bagged up. It's 20 quid though. But this one's in a box. People are just stealing protein powders, obviously. All these. So they also start to put these like doors. This one's open now, but it's supposed to be closed, and then you're supposed to put your receipt here to get out. But I did see one in Morrison's. and every single person had to use their receipt to get out. Because apparently a lot of thefts happen at the checkout counters, where people just, they might pay for like 1 or 2 items and then they just put the rest, I don't know how they do it, but they just put the rest somewhere else. And then they can still get out with the receipt. In this Marks & Spencer's in Southgate, I was at the checkout and one of the customers had 2 huge big bags full of food and the bill was about £200. He went to pay with a coupon, it was a £200 Marks & Spencer's gift card, and he tried to use it and it didn't work. And he started to have a massive argument with the person that worked at the till, and it escalated. And in the end, he said, "It's not my fault that your system doesn't work. I'm just going to take these." And the security guard didn't try to stop him. He just said, "I'm going to take your registration number and I'm going to call the police." And the customer just said, "Do whatever you want. I'm taking this. I don't care." There are some people that say that shoplifting from these big companies is a victimless crime because they don't need the money. But what about all of the people that work in the stores, have to chase people, have confrontations?
So this is a typical boot fair that they have at the weekend in England. This is one of the big ones. Apparently in boot fairs like in Swanley, they sell a lot of stolen goods. Like they steal tools from hard-working people and then sell them at the boot fairs out in the open. I'm not sure if this boot fair has any like that. And they also sell all of this stolen cosmetics from the shops. I've seen that before, but I'm just going to have a look around this one and see if I can see any and show you what I mean. But they do crack down on it, and I think at Swanley Boot Fair sometimes the police raids them, so maybe they don't do it that much anymore in the open, they sell more online. Let's see if we can see any today.
So pretty much I'm just seeing everyone's secondhand stuff in their house. There's not that many new products like I saw in Paddock Wood or Swanley boot fairs. So I guess the problem is not that nationwide, or maybe they're just getting more savvy and not selling at boot fairs that much anymore. But there are definitely some boot fairs where you can see a lot of this type of things, and they're not even hiding it, they're actually saying that it's stolen. So they're really brazen with that. But so far, but it might just be localised areas, because this is in Sussex, and the boot fairs that I've seen this going on are nearer to South London. But I don't see anything here. So from what I've seen, like the type of items that have been caged up, and when I spoke to the security guard, what I can see is that there might be some people that are stealing out of necessity, but pretty much most people are stealing high-ticket items for personal gain, and they're just taking advantage of the situation. So that's my observation once I've dug a little bit deeper. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one.